Peace, peace. It is July 16th, 2019, 9:11 p.m. I'm going to give a synopsis of my SF-181 experience for this first phase, really because I still have yet to mail out the my OMB SF-81 fax package to the Social Security Administration Office of Inquiry, I believe it is. Let me see. Make sure that's what it is. Because I wrote it down, actually. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, here it is. Yes, the Social Security Administration's Office of Public Inquiry. I still have to mail my OMB fax SF-181 package to them. The post office was closed today. By the time I got done faxing, by the time it went through, I didn't make it in time. But I'll be going back tomorrow to get that done, if everything works out as I have planned. And basically, I faxed my SF-181 package off to the Office of Management and Budget today. There's the confirmation right there, fax cover sheet, time and everything. Also, so picture of the actual cover, the fax cover sheet. And I also faxed the Social Security Administration's Office of International Affairs. There is my confirmation page for that. As you can see, time and the date stamped there. Okay. This is my SF-181 document here. Race and his ethnicity and race identification. As you can see here, I checked American Indian or Alaskan Native and white. And as you can see, the definitions here, as they read, American Indian or Alaskan Native is a person having origins in any of the original peoples of North and South America, including Central America, and who maintains tribal affiliation or community attachment. White is a person having origins in any of the original peoples of Europe, the Middle East, or North Africa. As you can see, there is also Asian, Black or African American, Native Hawaiian, or other Pacific Islander as well to choose from. So, of course, I'm pretty sure all of y'all watching this video looking at me, some of y'all looking at me like my black ass or whatever the fuck. Excuse me. I'm just saying. I know you're wondering why I didn't pick Black or African American. So I'm going to show you right here. Black or African American. The definition reads, a person having origins in any of the black racial groups of Africa. I'm going to read that again. A person having origins in any of the black racial groups of Africa. Now, recap. American Indian or Alaska Native says a person having origins in any of the original peoples of North and South America, etc. Again, American Indian or Alaskan Native reads a person having origins in any of the original peoples of North and South America. So recap over what white says. White, a person having origins in any of the original peoples of Europe, the Middle East, or North Africa. I'll read that again. White, a person having origins in any of the original peoples of Europe, the Middle East, or North Africa. So, we have three different categories of what, relate to me. One of which I've been calling myself, and all of you have been calling yourself too, pretty much our entire lives, Black or African American. And then we have Native American and white, which is what I have changed my race and ethnicity to on the SF-181. Reason being is because there are no Black racial groups of Africa. There are no Black racial groups. There are no such thing as Black. There are no such things as Black racial groups. American Indian or Alaska Native reads any person having origins in the original peoples, but Black or African American reads a person having origins in any of the Black racial groups. You see the difference in the syntax wording. It's really in depth as to the reason behind why that is the way it is. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain. Black has no standing at law. And there never has been, there aren't, and there never will be any such thing as a Black racial group of people. According to commercial law, Black is dead. White, according to commercial law, is any person having origins in any of the original peoples of Europe, the Middle East, or North Africa. Nubian, copper, brown people, we are the first human being on the face of this planet. The first European was a Melaninite Nubian autochthon. Europe was named after an Ethiopian princess named Europa. You can look all of this up. And because of all of that, and because Black has no standing in law, I know that I am, in fact, white. And because I talked to some relatives, grandparents, cousins, I'll be revealing all of the proof for what I'm about to say in future videos. But I am also Native American. I'm Native Indian. I'm American Indian. Or Native American, whatever you want to call that, just due to where my family hails from. All of my family are from Georgia, Hall County, McDuffie. That's where my people, and that's Creek and Cherokee territory. Way back in the 17 to 1800s. That's Cherokee and Creek territory. So even if there was such thing as African American, which there isn't, I would still be a Native American just because of where my people hail from. Another thing, reason why they cannot be, there's no such thing as African American, because the Dred Scott decision. Hold up, I have this written down right here. The Dred Scott decision of 1857, it basically stated that no descendants of Africa can be a U.S. citizen, and that has not been undone. It's still in effect, and so long as everyone's referring to themselves as Black or African American, nobody's getting reparations, y'all. Like, they don't have to give anybody anything that has no way to place claim on it based on their standing at law and in commerce. Like, you cannot place claim on anything as a debtor. And if you are claiming If you are saying that you're black or African American, you are in fact a debtor from birth, just by the way they set it up, from the birth certificate, social security number, all that stuff. And I'm gonna tell you something: these folks running around talking about they white, they not, they lepers. I'm talking about these pale, Aryan people, these Caucasians. I say Caucasians because the first Caucasian was a Melanite. Like, we got to look at the etymology of stuff. Like, the words that we're saying and what we think they mean, they don't mean what they really mean, because we're speaking a language that has been run through syntax, and the root of the word back in the 1300s, like Old English, like when the language was first written, like they have twisted implications, you know what I'm saying, in context and syntax and all. It's in depth. I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all come on to the webinar and listen to Chief Nanya Shabu El of the At-sik-Hata Nation of Yamasee Moors. He break it all the way down. And that's who I'm listening to and who's guiding me, and I give thanks for that. So basically, I just wanted to get on and let y'all know that I faxed my SF-181. I am continuing to experience this. It's just kind of surreal. You know, I haven't got, only confirmations that I've gotten back is fax confirmation from the SSA and the OMB. So that's good. Once I mail off the public office of public inquiry and receive response back, and then go to the DMV and mail the DFAX of Georgia, and I still got some more people to put stuff out to, but so far I'm excited, like, because I realize what this is. For everyone else, you better realize that the hype and what they're saying it is, and what they've said that it was, and what they're saying it's gonna be, you might want to look again, think again, because it is not what it has been portrayed to be, and it is definitely not what it has been said to be. So, with that, peace, Abu Gadur, white power.